Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach, and today I want to look at the OMI price. I want to look at what's coming out with ECOMI and VeVe, and when should we expect to see season 2. That's a hint as to when we might see it. That being said, let's jump straight into the video. So currently the price for OMI is up, obviously, thank frick for that. 0.00427 on a low of 0.004154 and a high of 0.004544 over the past 24 hours. We have literally been in the threes recently, so honestly kind of happy about that. Although actually, where is the threes? Right, so of course here we are on 0.003899. Of course, if we actually have a look at the entire time that it's been on here, we can see of course that essentially we're undergoing a correction right now. The good thing is that honestly this is not going as far down as I could expect sometimes when we're going through a correction. It means that there's definitely some actual people who are going to hold this because they know what the potential of this is, and that's what I want to go about today. Is essentially the fact that realistically we haven't seen almost anything yet from VeVe, and we're still honestly in a good position in my opinion. If we actually have a look at David Young's most recent Instagram post, we see of course a celebration of the final season 1 drop. I want to thank all of our VeVe fans for all your support throughout this exciting journey. Today VeVe is introducing its first animated digital collectible, which is of course huge. For those of you who own an ultra rare Ritmo from the Tokidoki Unicorn Series 1, please have fun. The team at Tokidoki has been extremely supportive from day one, and of course environmental impact has been a huge part of it, so that's awesome to see. And of course this I think may have helped most likely. We definitely saw a jump around here over the past 24 hours, so honestly this could be a huge part of it. Especially because I wouldn't expect to see a Tokidoki NFT necessarily make a skyrocket, even with animated updates, etc. But at the end of the day, realistically, I think when it dropped is roughly around the time that it just went up like this. So either way, thankfully David of course does answer questions I've noticed on his Instagram, so I wanted to go through it. For one, when Jacqueline and Brady asked about newer hints on any exchanges, David of course has said it's on the works, and from what I understand, essentially we will see OMI soon, over the next few months at least, on I think 3 different exchanges. From what I understand, essentially they have not paid to be on any exchanges yet, which means they don't have any priority. Essentially it's been voted to be on the exchanges, which means of course they can't be pressing them to get on there. They haven't paid, etc. Which also goes to show the value, I think, of this coin. The fact that they don't even have to pay to get on there. They're just that valuable. When can we expect to see season 2? Of course, a lot of you have been asking for this. We aim to be back next week. So literally next week we could see season 2. I don't know if we're going to see a season 2 drop. I think it would be awesome if we do see a season 2 drop on Thursday next week. That's the hope. We'll see what happens. Maybe they'll change the date, who knows. But regardless, obviously the brands that we're looking at right now, hopefully we're looking at Star Trek, we'll be looking at Jurassic World. These I think could honestly take over on social media. I think once these are marketed, people are going to be wondering how did they get that AR on there. Of course, especially if we see anything like this from the actual VeVe app. Maybe not Spider-Man so fast, maybe that will come though, who knows. But more so we know that Jurassic World is coming. Now if this is what we see from VeVe on the NFT AR side of things, I genuinely think this will do crazy numbers. I think people will be really excited, interesting, and it will be interesting as well to see if they put a watermark on this stuff, essentially so that people know where it's from. Because realistically, if people know that they can get this through Twitter, through TikTok, through Instagram, etc., I do think that there will be a lot of confusion, and therefore it will lead to a lot of hype, wondering how did this person get this? Well, it's an NFT, and then of course this is where the conversation starts. And my honest hope is that in season 2 we can at least go back to a 0.006 price. And then of course, as we see more and more IPs develop, and as we see NFTs become more accessible through mainstream marketing, etc., then of course hopefully at some point we'll even get to 1 cent. But I don't think we're quite there yet. I think it's going to take time. I think it's going to take a lot of marketing. I think it's going to take a lot of different IPs to get moving. But once we get there, and once we have the right person talking about it in a way where people aren't just hoping to get another altcoin that they can just day trade, then maybe we'll see some really awesome stuff happen. Unfortunately, I'm just seeing a lot of people think that this is just another quick day trade that you can, make loads of money from really quickly. This is a hold coin. This is one that's going to take a while because it has a useful use case, but the useful use case is still developing. I don't think people understand that. That being said, let me know what your thoughts are on OMI right now. I'm really excited. I'm sure you are, hopefully too. If you're not, let me know why. But with that being said, hopefully this was helpful. If it was, a like is very much appreciated. Also, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to be kept happening in this space. But with that being said, thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.